Good morning students, welcome you all. As in the previous video we read about the Gondwana land, how Gondwana land was and how the differently due to the conventional and current features, the environmental change, the Gondwana land scenario of that it is changed and the different features now we'll discuss about in this video. Children, now we are going to talk about the physical division of India. You will look after our India's map. Our India may be divided broadly into 6 physical units. Like we are going to discuss about the northern side, the great mountains which are there. Then we'll talk about the northern plain. We'll talk about the peninsula plateau, the desert, the coastal plain and island. Today we are going to talk about the first topic, that is the Great Northern Mountain. It means of Himalaya. Let's start and discuss about the Himalaya ranges and aware what secret is there in this mountain. Children, we are going to discuss about the Himalayan mountains which are very vital for us. If you'll remember in the previous last year's class also you have read about it, that how Himalaya is protecting us from the cold wind should not enter in India. So same we are able to see the Himalayan mountain is very vital and important for us. Do you know the children, in this Himalaya only we are getting the granite which is very helpful. Let's start. We'll talk about the formation of this Himalaya which is very important. As we read in the previous topic, 7 major plates are there. We read about the Gondwana land as when this Indo-Australian plate stuck with the Eurasian plate, a new form of geosyncline this is formed. And due to this, what happened, children, you are able to see in this picture the formation of fold mountain which we are today know in the form of Himalayan mountain. See ABC, according to that you will get it how it is compressed into the rock and how again in the with the help of this fold mountain formed. This picture will help you to understand that when these two plates stuck to each other with the heat of this, how this fold mountain, the Himalaya ranges form. And one more thing I'll let you, the cold wind which is passing from the north side, northeast, because of that we are able to see that Himalaya is covered with the snow and protecting that these cold winds should not enter in India. Let's start with the topic. Himalayas are fold mountain. Hope you have understood the previous picture, which cover the northern part of our India. They are geologically young. Young it means what? Due to this cold winds it is forming as compared to the other mountain ranges. If I'll compare with the other mountain ranges to the Himalaya, so Himalaya is the young one as compared to the other. Himalaya range is the highest and the most rugged mountain ranges in the world. It's the highest one. It extends from river Indus in the west and it reaches to the east side, that is Brahmaputra. Children, we are talking about the Himalayan mountain from Indus till Brahmaputra. It means from west side Indus and northwest side Indus, and the and is there till the Brahmaputra. If you look after the map, see how it forming the arc. This arc is about 2400 kilometer, and the width is of this range varies from west to east. If I look after the west from 400, if I'll go 400 in Kashmir, from there if I'll move towards the east direction, it is 150 kilometer in Arunachal Pradesh. Altitudes of this mountain, it means height, vary from western part. It means as we comes towards the east, the height increases. Himalaya is consist of 3 parallel ranges which we are going to discuss in this video. The ranges are Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. Hope children, we are talking about the arc which is formed to the northeast direction. This is the length of 2400. See children, you can able to see this picture. In this picture we are talking about this arc, Himalayan ranges. Below also you are able to see some pictures are there. With that you are able to get it that how our India was 7 million years ago, how it was, and then after you are able to see the India landmass 15 million years ago, and now present which we are able to see is this are India present, which is merged with the Eurasian plate. See the picture. With this you are able to get it. 2400 kilometer from west till east direction. The river from Indus to Brahmaputra. Width I told you, it's in Kashmir 400, and as soon as we reaches to the east it is 150 from river Indus till Brahmaputra river. We read about three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. Children, longitudinal extent we are going to talk about. It means from west to east direction. We are going to talk about the three important ranges, that is Great Himalaya, which is also called as Inner Himalaya, or it is also called as Himadri. The second one we are going to discuss, that is the Himachal or the Lesser Himalaya, and the next one is Shivalik. These three, the parallel longitudinal ranges, just look after in the picture. The first one is the Greater Himalaya. After the southern part of this is Lesser Himalaya, and southern part of Lesser Himalaya is Shivalik. Let's start with the first one. As I told you, Himadri. The northernmost range is known as Great or Inner Himalaya, or it's also called as Himadri. This is what the continuous range consisting of loftiest peak with an average height of this is 6000 meter, and it contains, it means in Himadri, in this Himalaya we are able to get the highest peak. The great Himalayan folds are asymmetrically in nature. The core of this part of Himalaya is composed, I told you, in this Himalaya only we are able to see granite is there, which is covered with the snow. It's perennial snow bound. Perennial means it gives water source to the rivers which are perennials, and a number of glaciers descends, means from here it melted from this ranges and gives water supply to the rest of rivers. See the picture. Average height I told you 6000 meter. I told you it's a fold mountain, and here we are able to get the granite rock. Next is Himachal. The range lying to the southern part of south of Himadri. This is also a rug mountain, and this is called as Himachal or the Lesser Himalaya. The compressed and alternate rock. The altitude varies between 3700 to 4500 meters, and the average width is 50. Just keep in your mind this point. 3700 to 4500 meters, its altitude height. And we are able to see in this here the highest longest one, Pir Panjal range, form the longest and most important range. Dauladhar and Mahabharat range are also prominent ones in this Himachal. The range consists of famous valley like Kashmir, Kangara and the Kullu Valley we are able to see in Himachal Pradesh. This region is very famous for hill station because here the atmosphere is really very pleasant. We are able to see in this picture. See the second which we are talking about. Average height 3700 and to 4500 meter. Next we are able to see the width is 50 kilometer. Kullu Valley we are able to see here, Pir Panjal range, Dauladhar range and Mahabharat range. Next is Shivalik. The outermost range of Himalaya, that is called as Shivalik. The extent over the width varies from 10 to 50 kilometer. Height of this Shivalik is 900 to 1100 meters. This is what unconsolidated sediment rocks brought down from the rivers from the main Himalaya. It means from first, second, from there it comes to the third Shivalik, down by the rivers from the main Himalaya ranges and locate further the north when it reaches to the plain area through the rivers. These valleys covered with thick gravel and alluvium. Because of that, when it drained from Shivalik to the northern plains is covered with the alluvium soil, which is really very fertile land, and you know that northern plain is the one which is very helpful for us for agriculture. This is the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalaya and the Shivalik, which we are talking about. In between comes dunes. The valleys, longitudinal valleys lying between the Lesser Himalaya and Shivalik, dunes. So we are able to see here the Dehradun. You have read about it. Dehradun, Kotli Dun, Patli Dun. These are the well-known dunes are there in between of Lesser Himalaya and Shivalik Himalaya. See, just look after in the picture, 900 to 1100 the longitudinal extent and the width is 10 to 50 kilometer, it varies. Dehradun, Kotli Dun, I told you, here we are able to see. Just this is what you have to by heart it. The Everest 8,848. From there you just go down with the Nanga Parbat. These are the some highest peak of Himalayas. Just go through with the name and learn it. It will be very useful for 1 mark question answers. Now what we read it, that is the longitudinal extent from west to east. Okay, now we'll look after in the next video. We even though read about many rivers are there in between of Indus and Brahmaputra. We'll talk about. Now Himalaya ranges, if I look after these Himalayan ranges from east to west, it is divided according to the rivers which lies between Indus to Brahmaputra. Now we'll talk about the different names of Himalaya as according to river. Children, just go through it. It's very important to learn. Like Punjab Himalaya. This part lies between the Indus to Satluj. Okay, that is from west to east direction. And this is also known as Kashmir Himalaya or Himachal Himalaya respectively. Following of Punjab Himalaya, there is Kumaon Himalaya, which lies from Satluj to Kali river. Okay. After Kumaon Himalaya, there is Nepal Himalaya, which lies from Kali to Tista. And the next we are able to see the Assam Himalaya from Tista to Dihang rivers. So these are the 4 type of Himalayans, which is the division of Himalaya from west to east. Eastern hills and mountains. The Brahmaputra marks the eastern border of Himalaya. Eastern border of Himalaya is Brahmaputra river. Beyond Dihang Goj, the Himalaya bandly, it is turned towards the south side. And that south side eastern hills are there. These eastern hills are also called as Purvanchal. Purva means east, Anchal means Parvat. So eastern hills, which is also called as Purvanchal. These hills run through the northeastern states of India and they are mostly composed of sandstones are there in this. And these hills are composed of Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipuri Hills and Mizoram Hills. If you will remember of these, it will be very helpful to you. Just look after. With this picture, it will be clear to you. As I told you, Kashmir Himalaya from Indus to Satluj, Kumaon Himalaya from Satluj to Kali, Nepal Himalaya from Kali to Tista and Assam Himalaya from Tista to Dihang. And from Dihang I told you it turns towards the south side of India and which is called as Purvanchal Himalaya, which we discussed. This is what I told you. Brahmaputra river, from there it turns towards the south. The ranges which are there to the south side. Purvanchal, as I told you, this hills which are presented, Purvanchal hill. Purvanchal hill is also has many stones are, many important minerals are there. This is what the rich in vegetations, and this hill is very helpful for the rivers which are from there. It descends or move towards the northern side. Children, hope you are clear with the Himalayan ranges. We discussed about a lot. Now I think so there is no question in the mind of you about the Himalaya. But if you have any queries regarding this, you may send me your queries to my personal WhatsApp number or any other further queries there. Please immediately contact so I will able to solve it. Thank you.